Today's video, we're looking at the LK Chen Palatial Dow. This is the folded steel one. LK Chen always delivers on some really quality blades. Took some specs, up close looks, and some cut testing with this Dow. All right, out of the gate, we've got a Tanto tip on this one that is pretty robust. I already did the cutting with it, and it cut like a lightsaber. All right, first impressions on this one. It's a 1065 and T9 folded steel, which it's beautiful. They did an incredible job on it. It has a Tanto tip, so the tip is going to be really, really strong. I actually have a Bali song that's a Tanto tip from Pacific Cutlery from like 1985, and it really reminds me of this one because it's got a thick spine to it. It's got a really just kind of robust tip on it, and the edge is super tough. I did all the cutting with it on tatami mats. We did reverse cuts. We did ascending and descending strikes. Cut really well. Didn't expect anything less from LK Chen. It also has a wrist wrap, a wood handle with a wrist wrap. The wrist wrap is great. I don't really use wrist wraps ever, other than when I'm doing cut testing. Like, I don't have any from my own personal collection, any swords with wrist wraps. And I was able to go into both backhand and forehand cuts with ease without anything kind of pulling on my wrist or making the cut less precise. My favorite feature is actually, I'm really big on the handle, because if the handle sucks, then it's gonna throw everything off. If the handle and the point of balance suck, it actually doesn't matter to me how sharp a sword is. It doesn't make up for it. So point of balance and handle have to be on. Otherwise, maneuvering this thing, it's not gonna feel good. It's not gonna be balanced right. So other than the wrist wrap, the handle's awesome. It's more of a flat handle, wood handle. We have this flower, which is technically just the pin for the tang. And I mentioned this in the cutting before already, but it fits perfectly right into your first knuckle and then over where we consider like just the fingerprint part of your hand. So that fits perfectly. So whether you are into a full hammer grip, whether you go into a saber grip, or even if you go into modified saber where the thumb is a little bit more diagonal, it's going to accommodate all those things. I would recommend using the wrist wrap if you are someone who is going to train martial arts with this for forms, at your own discretion, or do cut testing with this Dow. This obviously has a lot of thrusting capability to it. In the cut testing, I did cut because I'm not going to thrust the tatami mats because it kind of makes it look like it's underperforming, but it's just thrusting stuff like that is just looks kind of weird. So we just go with the cut because a lot of folks that watch our videos want to see how the edge is going to perform. So the Tanto tip performs well. There was no drag in the cutting, as you're going to see. I'm really impressed with LK Chen swords. If you have not checked out our other LK Chen reviews, be sure to check those out. They're on the YouTube channel. So if you just type in Kult of Athena, LK Chen, a good amount of them, I think maybe 5 or 6 will come up. They do different blade cultures other than Chinese and Japanese. They also do German, Spanish. They did the Munich Town Guard sword and the Saxony German rapier, and I did a comparison video of that, which I will link below this video. So those are my first impressions on the Palatial Dow. It flies really well. The flower where it's pinned on the forefinger is extremely comfortable. If anything, you'll develop a little bit of a callus if you are doing cutting and form work with it. It's a nice little subtle feature that is not annoying. It looks awesome, and it also feels very comfortable into the grip as well. It's not something that is going to bug you at all. Let's do some up close looks at this one in the scabbard and out of the scabbard. Overall length 37 5/8 inches. Blade length 29 inches. Weight 2 pounds, 1.2 ounces, and the edge is sharp. Width of the blade is 30.3 millimeters with a thickness from 6.4 to 4.4 millimeters. Pommels integrated and pinned. Point of balance is 5 13/16 of an inch from the guard. Grip length is 5 7/8 inches. Now you're seeing some up close looks, some extra up close looks of the folded steel, 1065 and T9 steel. Keep in mind, this one came to me blemished before the cut testing. So Don't expect there to be water spots on it like there is. That's why they sent it to me, is because this one was blemished. Culture is Chinese. The manufacturer is LK Chen. Talking about cutting performance with the LK Chen Palatial Dow, it did really great. We're taking a look at some footage of that, working a little bit of attack by combination, a little bit of just direct cuts on the upward line, and you can see how well this thing flies. Let's take a look at the cut testing for the LK Chen Palatial Dow. Not enough follow through on the backhand horizontal. Thanks for joining me for this review of the LK Chen Palatial Dow. This one's available at cultofathena.com. If you like what you see from LK Chen, but you want something just a little bit different, maybe you want to get some variety in your sword collecting and even just in your martial arts training as well, check out LK Chen's blades, because they offer multiple blades from different blade cultures. And I just find that their quality is really high, and for the price point, the quality actually exceeds the price point, in my opinion, from cutting and training with multiple LK Chen swords. No, they're not paying me extra to say that. KOA sends me stuff, and I tell you what I think about it. I'm your host, Tom, for Kult of Athena's YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the bell to be notified of new YouTube videos, new sword reviews. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram. I'll see you in the next video.